Welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name is Sam, and if you're new here, I hope by the end of this video, you'll hit that subscribe button. Today marks a historic moment for XRP holders. After years of waiting, the long legal battle with the SEC is officially behind us. If you've been following my channel, you know I've said it countless times. I couldn't wait for this day. And now it's finally here. But what's even bigger than the case ending is the future it unlocks. Ripple just dropped a major announcement, and it signals a turning point, not just for XRP, but for the entire crypto space. For too long, we've been stuck looking in the rearview mirror. But visionaries don't dwell on the past. They see where the future is headed. As of today, XRP's market cap stands at nearly $43 billion, with a fully diluted valuation close to $246 billion. Right now, XRP is trading around 2.46, but this isn't just about price action. It's about a massive shift that's been unfolding behind the scenes, one that was telegraphed by regulatory signals from the Trump administration. The crypto industry has been holding its breath, anticipating this case's resolution. Now, with it finally behind us, we're stepping into a new era, one that could send XRP soaring far beyond its current levels. Ever since the election, the anticipation has been building, and now that the verdict is in, I believe we're on the verge of a major breakout. But this isn't just about numbers on a screen. Over on X, I made it clear, this is a moment to celebrate. To every single XRP holder, congratulations. And a huge shout out to Brad Garlinghouse, Stuart Alderodi, Chris Larson, and the entire Ripple legal team. They didn't just fight for themselves, they fought for the entire crypto industry. Think about what we've endured. 4 years of wasted time and resources, over $200 million in legal fees, $15 billion in retail damages from the lawsuit announcement alone. The price of XRP was artificially suppressed, Ripple's US market expansion was stalled, and opportunities were lost. But today, all of that changes. The future has never been brighter for Ripple and XRP. 2025 is shaping up to be a year of massive wins for the crypto space. But this one is special. Now that Ripple is free from legal shackles, the question is, what happens next? We already know Ripple has been ramping up its US operations, hiring aggressively, and preparing for this very moment. So, what's their next move? Well, we just got the final word from Stuart Alderodi, and this is likely my last update on this case, ever. Here's what's happening. Last week, the SEC agreed to drop its appeal unconditionally. In response, Ripple dropped its cross-appeal. The SEC will retain $50 million of the $125 million fine, with the balance being returned to Ripple. Additionally, the agency will request the court to lift the injunction it previously imposed. Once the commission votes, final documents are drafted, and the court processes wrap up. That's it, case closed. This moment is history in the making. Years from now, we'll look back on this case as a defining moment, not just for XRP, but for crypto as a whole. And I have to say, being part of this community through all the ups and downs, I wouldn't have it any other way. The battles we've fought, the setbacks we've endured, they've all led to this. The road ahead is one of growth, expansion, and finally, the regulatory clarity Ripple fought so hard to achieve. But we're not out of the woods just yet. Eleanor Terrett just reported, Ripple has formally agreed to pay the $50 million portion of the fine, and the SEC is requesting the injunction be lifted. Once this gets voted on by the SEC Commission and court documents are finalized, it's officially over. According to legal expert Fred Rispoli, the paperwork is already drafted. Now we wait for the SEC Commission vote, likely within the next 30 days. After that, we're just waiting on the final court filing and Judge Torres's approval. At most, we're about 60 days from this being 100% done. This case will be remembered as one of the most pivotal legal battles in crypto history. It didn't just impact Ripple, it shaped the future of the entire industry. And now, we're finally turning the page. Let's talk about why this case was such a big deal. Some people still think the SEC's attack on XRP was about favoring Bitcoin or Ethereum, but let's be real. Their goal was much bigger. They wanted to crush crypto at its core. Think about it. At the time, XRP was one of the top 3 cryptocurrencies. Ripple was a dominant force targeting traditional finance. If the SEC had won, they could have used that victory as a precedent to go after every other major crypto project. They weren't just targeting Ripple, they were trying to strangle the entire industry. But Ripple fought back. The easiest path would have been to settle, to take a deal, and move on. Many companies would have done just that. But instead, Ripple stood its ground, poured $200 million into this fight, and ultimately helped protect the future of crypto in the US. And now, XRP is free. Ripple is free. And the industry as a whole has won a critical victory. So, what's next? Well, Ripple has already been making major moves. Just recently, they secured a DFSA license to offer regulated blockchain-powered payments in the UAE. Why does this matter? Because Ripple has been expanding globally while the US market was locked down by the lawsuit. Now that the case is over, Ripple's massive groundwork outside the US is about to pay off. They hold a New York Department of Financial Services Trust charter and have money transmitter licenses in nearly 40 states. Ripple is playing on a different level, and now, without legal barriers, they're ready to take over. And let's not forget, everything Ripple does is tied back to XRP and the XRP ledger. RLUSD is issued on the XRP ledger and Ethereum. Almost every Ripple product is designed with XRP in mind. Brad Garlinghouse and Monica Long have made it clear. XRP is at the center of Ripple's vision. To close this out, I want to leave you with a clip from Crypto Unwrapped featuring James Murphy, aka MetaLaw Man.
At the same time, though, James, I think it's also important to acknowledge that there were many others fighting alongside us, and many who were actually fighting even before we got dragged into this entire regulation by enforcement campaign. I think of people like Stu Alderati, John Deaton, folks who really bore the brunt of Mr. Gensler's early efforts to try to crack down on crypto and essentially stamp it out before it could become large enough and broad enough to have a movement of regular people behind it. I give a lot of those folks a lot of credit for holding the SEC at bay for as long as they did.
And I really appreciate you calling out Ripple and Stu Alderati
Absolutely.
and Garlinghouse, because, man, when they were attacked, it was a lonely spot.
Sure was.
For them. A lot of people in crypto are thinking, well, maybe they'll just stop with Ripple, an XRP, who knows, kind of fingers crossed. And we're not getting a tremendous amount of support from the industry. And I knew nothing about I was practicing law up until 2022. I really did not understand the inception of that case and how problematic and suspicious it was. But in any event, yeah, thank God they have had the wherewithal and, the fighting spirit to signal very clearly, we're going to the Supreme Court, so we're going to fight you every step of the way. And so the way I viewed the entire chessboard was, if they could stop Ripple and establish that XRP was an investment contract in and of itself, which is so ridiculous. And then the second piece was, then all of the exchanges were somehow engaged in trading of free-floating investment contracts where I don't even know who the counterparties were on these investment contracts, but leave that aside. Then you're done. Then you have killed the crypto industry, because if XRP is a security, everybody's pretty much a security.
Regardless of which crypto tribe you align with, we should all acknowledge that Ripple's fight against the SEC was key to the survival of the US crypto industry. This case was never just about Ripple or XRP. It was about the entire industry's right to exist in the US. And today, we can finally say, we won. If you found this video valuable, drop a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. You can also follow me on Twitter for more updates. Link in the description. This has been Sam. Thanks for watching. Peace out.